Oh, welcome back to Tony's Board Life. We are here on turn 3 of Case Green. So let's go ahead and get started with the replacement phase. So air units from both players placed on the available. So they already are. So we have the Czech over here and the Germans on this side. So we're pretty good with that. You know what? We're just gonna widen that out just a little bit. There we go. Okay, replacement points used to rebuild dead units and reduce holding units and reduced units that are received. Okay, here we go. So German gets 2 mechanized. Now let's take a look over here on the board and see if there's anywhere. So we said 2 mechanized. That's not a mechanized one, and neither is that one. Let's take a look over here. Nothing there. I don't think that's mechanized. Nope. That is not. Okay. Let's take a look up in here. We're going to go ahead and zoom in just a little bit here. There we go. So we've got plenty here. Let's see here. This one is not mechanized either. So I'm just going through the mechanized. Okay, so let's take a look here. What do we have mechanized over here? We have quite a bit mechanized. So we've got an 8.6 here. We've got an 8.6 here. So we're going to go ahead and use that. So, okay, so we've got that one. That'll get flipped over. And I think what we'll do is, let me show you over here. So it's got to go somewhere over here. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to put it over here, because this looks like someplace where we could bust through. And I can also use this right here to get it all done. So that looks like a good spot for that. So that looks pretty good there. So that's 1 mechanized. And then I have a couple other 4.8s. Oh, yeah, another 4, a couple of 4.8s here. Let me just look for certain. Oh, okay, yeah, that is mechanized. Okay, so we're going to take this other one here. Same army. It's an 8.6, but we're going to have to put it on the 4.8 to start out with. And I think we are going to do something a little different with this one. And we are going to put it all the way in the top here. I can't put it in a zone of control right here, but I'll put it up here because that's in supply, and then I can use next turn flip them. So I get 3 non-mechanized. Got plenty of those to get done here. So let's go ahead and zoom this out here. So non-mechanized. So we've got one right here. That will be great to flip, especially coming in here. Let me take a look at something real quick. Yeah, so as I thought, they can't be in an enemy zone of control. So I'll have to play. So I've got 2. I've got 3 that I have to do. But I got plenty of them that are in EZs. So looks like we're gonna be, oh, you know what? I had put this one all the way up here. It actually goes all the way over here. So he's gonna go over here to get put in. Yeah. Okay. So I need 2 more. So definitely going to take one of these and one of these. These are both like 9.6 units. So we have 9.6 here and a 9.6 here. So this will be good. So this is the green. The green is up here. So I think what we'll do is we'll put him up here and see what we can do here. That'll be great. And then we've got a blue one as well. And I think what we'll do is we'll put that one down here. Down here. I think we'll put that one right down in there. So I think that'll be good for that. In a good spot for that. Okay, and then, oh, what else? 2 tank battalions. I've only got 1 tank battalion. It's a yellow, orange. So we're just going to put it right here. And then 1 air unit. And we have no dead air units. So we did all the replacement points now. Check to see a supply and any unit the Germans are in supply. And now it's time for the Czechs to get their VPs. So let's go ahead and count. So they have the number of replacement points they used. So they have, so these are the replacement points. So we had 2, 3, which is 5 in 1 tank battalion. So we have 6. So they will get 6 victory points. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're currently at 11. But now I get 1 point for each unit that is left in the dead pile. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So he's going to get 8 more. So that's going to bring his points up to now 20. So he is at, the Czech is at 20 victory points, while the German is at 19. So we've got that all done, and we are going to move on to the ground phase, ground movement phase. So let's go ahead and let's take care of that. Okay, so we are in the movement phase. So we are going to take these Germans here, and we're going to move them into here. So we move here and here. This guy will move here. So that's 1. No, that's a half. So that's a half. This will be rough. So that's 3.5. And then 4.5. And that's where he's going to end up at. So we're going to try to do a little maneuver around here. So we'll see what happens here. They are in a city, but they are in a medium fort. So, and the forts, by the way, the Germans don't get the fort benefits when they are in there. So that's to do with that. So let's go ahead and move up here. So let's see, what do we got here? We have a 10, a 5, a 6. Let's go ahead. We can throw you in there and go ahead and take care of that. So that'll be all good. Which one do we want to go after? I really think this one would be the better one, because this one's a double fort. So we'll probably go after that one there. Here, nothing moving in here. We're gonna stay put there. So let's go ahead. We're gonna move up to here. This one again, we have quite a bit in here, but I think what we'll end up doing is we'll throw this in here just to give us a little bit more. I think what we'll do actually is we'll take this 9 and we'll go, so that'll be 3. Yeah, that'll be 3. And then this will be 6. This will be 3, and he has to stop because of the zone of control. So there's that. This one we can pop in here. And honestly, we'll see how things go on that one. Oh, this needs to be flipped over. Here, you can't see that, but it needed to be flipped over there. Okay. So this one right here is fine. So nothing there. And then we do have, so we're gonna, let's see, how's the best way to do this? There we go. Oh, that's way too, That's not good at all. Not good at all. That's a little bit better. So these guys aren't moving. They're going to stay there. So that's not a problem. Oh, this third light tank right here was in the wrong spot. It needs to go over here. There we go. Okay, so now we've got that. So this right here, we are looking. So we can move him in. No, we can't. Yeah, we can. We can move him in there. Oh, wait, nope. Can't move him in there because we already have 3. Okay, good to go there. Now, what are we going to do here? Well, obviously, we're going to be pulling these guys and bringing them in here. They have to stop because of the zones of control. And we've got this right here, which I think we won't do too much. I've got plenty of time for this. But what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to take this. We're going to go 3 and then 6 right there. And see if we can kind of maneuver in here and see what we can do on that. The nice part about this is there's no river there. But we can see maybe we can cut them off from supply or something along those lines in the next couple of turns. And let's take a look at our last little army here. Let's see. I'd rather have it here. Okay, our last little army here. How are we going to move this? See, those are not good. So let's see here. So what I'm going to do is go 1. We got to get more in here. So 1, 3. So that's 4. That's as far as I can go. I could go here. Yeah, let's do that. Let's go right there. Because then what I can do is I can bring, let's see, what do we got here? I'll bring one of those guys in instead. And then now maybe I might have enough to go after that. We'll see. We'll see how that works out. And down here, these guys are, they can't, can they actually cross? It is +2 to cross the river. So, and it's just +2. It's not prohibited. Rough is prohibited for mech. So, what I think we'll do here, we'll go. So that's 1. River negates the major river. I think it negates that. So, and so that's 1. 2, 3 has to stop zone of control there. And we're going to move this guy here. So that'll work out pretty well, I think. I think we'll move, yeah, there we go. We'll move this guy. We'll move him back. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. I'd need 7 to get into that one. So I think we're good to go there. And then we'll leave this one right here as like a decoy. Matter of fact, we'll pull this Panzer here. Keep it here because we don't want him coming into here. So we do need to keep something there. So that way he doesn't cross attack that. So, well, we'll see how this works out and go from there. And it's now on to the battle phase, combat phase. So let's go to our combats. As of right now, we're not going to do any combat here. It's over a river, and it's in a fort, so that's not good. But we are going to go, we're going to focus on right here. So let's go ahead and, just not going to work. Okay, so after changing camera mounts, because the other one wasn't working, we're going to go ahead, we're going to take this group right here, and we are going to attack into this hex right here. So all 4 of these units here are going to attack, plus we're going to send 2 planes into it. And let's see. The Czechs are going to send 2 planes to intercept. So let's go ahead and do the intercept first here. So the way it works out, if they roll above or below their numbers, if they roll below the equal to or less than their numbers, they take out the other one. So we will start with the checks first here. We have to have ones, and I got 2 2s. Okay, so let's go ahead and roll. Now let's see what if the Germans get 2 2s, that's going to be interesting. No, they did not. They did not block them either, so they go through. So it does go through with that, and then they're trying to take out that. So they will get the 2. So with that, and I'll have to look at that for a second here. So we have 9, 19, 24 against 14. So 24 against 14. So that, let's see, what, that's my, so that's going to be on the 1-to-1. Then we're going to get 2 shifts. 2 shifts? Yep, 2 shifts to the left. So that's 1-to-3, but we'll get 2 shifts back to the right for each of the units there. So looks good. So yep, integrity, yep. Oh, and there's a tank battalion. Okay, so that'll actually bring it back to the 2-to-1. So I forgot about the tank battalion. Okay, so 2-to-1, here we go. 2-to-1. Here we go. Finally got something worthwhile, and they rolled very, very crappy. They rolled a 9 on a 2-to-1, which is 1 attacker loss, and unfortunately, what's that? Lose 1 air unit or tank battalion. Enemy chooses. Okay. So he will take a loss, and what he's going to do is take this 9-6, and is going to flip that sucker over. Because he has to use his points anyways. So, yeah. We've got this. Ugh. I can get in there. Okay, so we're good to go there. These guys will fly away. They've gone to the flowing. One of these guys is going to die. I'm going to go to the dead pile, and this guy will go to the flowing pile. So that was not as good. I finally got a 2-to-1 odds, and it did not work. So with that kind of sucks. So let's go ahead. We're going to move over to here. Here, we're going to go ahead and attack this mountain group. He's not in the major one. So we are good to go. So that's 19-3. That'll be 19-6. So we're automatically starting at 3-to-1 odds. It's going to go down to 1-to-1, and it's going to roll on a 1-to-1. So 1-to-1, here we go. We rolled an 8 on the 1-to-1, and that is a 1 attacker loss. And nothing else happened. So that kind of sucked with that. We're not going to do any combat here because we're just going to start moving these guys in. Yep. Okay. Yeah, we're going to have to do some contacts here. We're going to have to do definitely some battles here. There we go. Yep. So let's go ahead and get these things set up here. Okay. Gotta be real careful I don't push too far forward on this one. Okay, so we're going to do this one. So that's 9, so that's going to be 18. We really, no, we're not going to do that. That is like suicide. This one, yeah, we're going to go ahead and do this one because this will be, we're going to go this route. This is going to be 1-to-1. He's going to fly. And yeah, so he's going to fly into there. And so he'll end up getting So this will be 1 to 1 because that'll be 14, and that's 18. So it's 1 to 1, but it's going to shift over to 1 to 3. But we have 2 here, so that's back to 1 to 1, and then 1 here. So we are at 2 to 1. 2 to 1 odds. Here we go. 2 to 1 odds, and we roll a 7, which means we have to roll on the specialty table. And we roll a 6. That's 1 and 2. So he loses 1. And he loses 2. So this guy actually gets killed. So finally making some inroads. These guys will lose 1. I hate doing it, but yeah, let's go ahead. We're going to do it anyways. We'll just get rid of one of these guys. Though I probably shouldn't have, so. But hey, we've breached this fort here, so that's all good. Oh, this guy can't go. Neither can that guy. That guy can't go. Okay, here we go. So let's take a look here and see what we've got going on here. So we have 10, and he has 18, 2 to 1, or no, that's still unfortunately to be 1 to 1, and then 3 to 1, yeah, so, yeah, we're going to let it go for right now. I think we're going to build this up and maybe make some maneuvers around this one. That feels like a damage waiting to happen. This one could... Okay, so apparently I went through a whole bunch of battle or some possible battles here that you guys missed because I forgot to record. I forgot to hit the record button. So I'm going to just kind of go through, and I think there's only one battle that I actually did, and that was this one right here, and ended up, yeah, it ended up like I needed to lose 1, and then he lost a little nope. So he actually didn't lose anything. I think he lost a step. Maybe he lost a step. No, I don't think he lost a step. So I think he just lost 1. And so he lost 1. So that was not a big deal. He lost a flip. So it wasn't too bad on that one. I didn't fight over here or over here. And nothing over here right now. So we are good to go there. We are now on to the exploitation phase, which there is none. So that's the end of the German play phase. We'll now be going to the Czech phase. Okay, on to the Czech phase. So Czech phase, first thing, replacements. So let's see, the Czechs get 1 mechanized. So okay, 1 mechanized. Oh wait, no, that's a tank battalion. I don't have any mechanized, so I don't have anything there. 2 non-mechanized. I have a couple, so I have this one right here, this blue one right here. So they are going to go over here. Now they'll start flipped, so they'll start on their 4-6 side, but I'm going to put them into here, into that city, and then he's going to start moving up into here. So I get that's 1 non-mechanized, and then I have 1. So we're going to take this fort right here. This fort, again, it's going to go here. Fortress units. It's not actually the fort, it's the units in the fort. So that's 2. So I've used 2. Get 1 tank battalion. Can't put it there. We'll put it right here next to this unit over here. That sounds good. This, I think, as a Czech player, I'm a little nervous about this area here. And 1 air unit. Oh, I forgot. All air units go back to available. Okay, all air units back to available. Okay. So I've used up all my replacements. Oh, let's see if there's any mechanized here that I can use. Now, I can't be in an enemy zone of control, so that looks fine. Let's see. I don't see any of the mechanized over here. No. There's not too... I don't have too many mechanized units for the the Czechs don't have too many mechanized units, so I think we're good to go there. Okay, so replacement points are done. Supply, I think everybody's good. This is, I'm going to need to check supply, so let me check on that. Okay, so I figured out that the supply is not too bad. So this is a fort, and so a fort is good. So since he's in there, but technically speaking, I could go. So the major river, so I could go 6+ to this road. So as long because you get your movement points, those are tactical movements, and then to a source, and then you can take it to a city. So if for say, let's say this, he can't go this way, obviously because of the zone of control. So he'd go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then it's on the road, and then the strategic move kicks in, and where you could get to any of them. So as of right now, and this is in a fort, so he is in supply. So he is in supply as well. So that's not a problem on that one. And all these are good here. So, and then the Germans are all good because they just have to go to a map edge in Germany. So basically here, boom, can go there. So kind of not too much of a problem. Supply doesn't seem like it's going to be too much unless you're surrounded on all sides. So yeah. Okay, so neither type of mechanics can be traced in an enemy-occupied hex or vacant hex containing an enemy zone of control. Note Germany's do not extend into vacant French or Czech fort hexes. Okay, so just for example, if this is here, their zone of control would be actually these two hexes, because that's a vacant hex, that's a vacant hex check. Those are all checked. So him being here now, he also does not get the check around there. So let's go ahead. I'm going to kind of move that in so you guys can see that a little better. So again, empty fort hexes, zone of control. So this zone of control does not work here or here because of the vacant hexes. If he moved here, his only zones of control would be these two right there, which are kind of vital because that's a road. But he could move across. So this is 2, 3, 4, boom, road, and then up. So he's good to go there. So we're all set on that one. So that's all good. I'm happy with that. So supply is not an issue. So now it is time for, what is it time for? German hex. German points. Okay, so how many points do we use? We use 2 non-mechanized and a tank battalion. So I'll get 4. He's going to get 4. So it's going to move up. So it's now 20. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's at 23. And then I still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in my dead pile. So he's going to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that moves up to 30. So they currently have 30 points and the Czechs currently have 20. So there's a 10-point differential as of right now. Okay, so that's the resupply phase. So now on to the ground movement phase. Okay, ground movement phase. Let's take a look at what we got here. So we have some units over here. So let's get in a little bit closer here and take a look here. So we have units here. I'm not too worried about this. He can't go into this area here because he's mechanized, so he can't go into the road. So he's got to go this way or this way. So I'm not too worried about this, but I will move him right here just to be safe. That's only 2 points, so we're good to go there. At this point, trying to figure out where I really want to go with this, because I'm afraid if I move out here, he's going to just move in through here. So I think I need to keep him there and keep these guys here. So we're good to go there. These guys, I think we're good to go. Let's see here. Let's kind of move this over here a little bit. Okay. So we have these right here. I think he's going to stay. That fort's going to stay right there. That one's going to stay right there. Okay, this is going to stay right here. Oh, I forgot to send these flyboys back. And so they're going to fly. Now they'll be on the available because they were going to be on the unavailable. So they're available now. Okay. So I think what I want to do is I actually am going to pull back here. I'm going to get these guys out of here. So he's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So he's gotten back here. That leaves this guy right here, which is not a good thing because if I move right here, if I move here, that's a zone of control. Well, let's leave it here. He'll be a road bump, and then if he gets, I'll just have to remove him, replace him. So we're kind of moving some things back here, doing that kind of tactical retreat type thing. So, okay, now let's head down here. He's still staying on that one. That's kind of the backup there. This is where I'm getting a little nervous because he could either attack or come through this way. So I'm getting a little nervous on that. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to take 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. That's as far as he can go. Oh, wait, they're halves, right? Road's half is, non-mech, mech's half. Okay. And I think what I'll do is I'll just bring him here. So that way, if he comes this way, he'll have to stop because his zones of control. I'm not going to like that because of, this way. This guy, yeah, he's going to, he's going to stay here, I think. But I think what I may do, though, is, I think I'll do this. Okay, so we'll take this guy. He's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. I think we'll do that and get him in that little fortress area there. He's fine here, so I'm not too worried about that. Okay, so got the defense going over here. This one is now getting a little interesting here down in this area because he's moved across here. And I think he's going to go ahead and take a look here. So I think what we're going to do, we're going to take this guy. He's going to go 1, 2, and he's going to stop right there. The river does negate the zone of control. I'm going to move this guy right there. Because as I found with the zones of control, having a little split there is going to be good. If he wants to cross here, he's going to have to attack one of these two. And with the major river, that's in thirds. So that'll be 2.5 or whatever, 2 2/3 or some weird number like that. So ground movement for the Czechs are done. So at that point, we will be on to see if the Czechs decide to do any combat. Okay, after going through just about everything here, I think at this point we are not going to do anything. We're not going to do any attacks. So there is no combat phase, which would lead to the exploitation phase, which we don't have any of that as either. So we're going to move on and head on to the end of turn segment. Okay, end of turn segment. First thing, we got a random event shit. I never did use that one, so that one's done for. So let's go ahead and pull a shit out here. Find out what a random event. There's plenty of no events in here. Oh, same one. Where if I attack, I can go on the question mark. That might actually be something I do next time, I think. We'll see where we're at and what we've got going on. So with that, and turn sequence. So we're now on to turn 4. With that, everybody have a great day, and I will talk to you later on turn 4.